Dividend investing is another sure way of making passive income. In fact, there is a way you will be smart. You're able to take maybe 1 million, 10 million, and you move in and out of these stocks that are actually paying dividend by following their qualification date and by following their payment date. By so doing, you'll be able to make good money and still retain your initial capital that you started with. And all those dividends will serve as profit. And if you know how to play your game very well, you'll find out that you actually make more profit on that same capital that you started with. Because some companies, after markdown, they usually shoot up. It happens to VFD, it happens to UBA, it happens to AfriProud, it happens to a lot of companies that actually had that value. You find out that they usually go up after markdown. That's the best time you can sell if you are actually doing this strategy that I explained. So it is one unique way you can actually make money. And yet, what I want to do today is to show you 10 stocks that are still paying dividends. I know a lot of companies have started paying dividends, and a lot of companies, investors have already qualified for their dividends. But what I want to show you are stocks you can still buy today, Monday, and you will still make money from it. In fact, you can decide to do this strategy that I want to show you. You can say I will do it May, June, because most of them, the qualification is May and June. Some of them are August. Very, very few August. So by the time you have this in place, you can be able to draw your calendar and say, okay, I will go in here, I will qualify, I will wait for a little uptick, I will sell, I will go in again, because you need uptick to cover your buy and sell charges. So that is why you need to wait for the stock to go up. So you have your mission. So these are the things we are going to look at. So the first thing I want to show you is the terminologies you need to understand if you actually want to play this strategy. So there are some key things you need to know. And though I've simplified them, I've brought them here. I have slide that covers all this, but I just want you to know that just in case you want to do the same strategy next year or any earning season like that, and you want to be able to repeat this strategy and make cool money. These are some terms you need to do. You need to know so that you can do them on your own. So one of them is qualification date. So qualification date is the date that shows that you actually qualify to earn dividends. So you need to hold these shares before this date. If you are not holding before this date, you won't be qualified and you will not get your dividends paid into your account. So you want to watch out. So another one is payment date. So this is the date that the dividends will be converted to cash and it will drop into your account. And if you didn't see it, you have to reach out to me to help you see how you can go through it and check their registrars and see how you can get your e-dividend mandate, get it signed. And if possible, you have to confirm your signature. So you have a transfer form. You fill your transfer form where you sign and with your name, that's all you need. And we'll attach it to the e-dividend form and send to the registrar, and you will be credited accordingly. So once you are credited once, it's going to continue. You don't need to do anything before you get your dividends. I got my AfriProud dividends without filling any form because I've been receiving dividends from the company for more than 3 years now. So that is payment date for you. So we have dividend yield. So most times before you go in, you want to calculate. If you watch my previous video where I talk about 10 stocks, when I did that video, they've not actually declared. I was just projecting what companies will be able to pay, and most of my prediction, some of them actually beat our expectation. Like Jitco beat our expectation, and even UBA beat our expectation. So these are some key stocks that we talked about during that 10 stocks that I mentioned that they are going to pay dividends, that their yield is more than 10%. So you want to be able to calculate their yield so that you know what you are going into and know if it is worth it or not. So the next one is ex-dividend date. So this is the date that the dividends announced or the dividends declared is going to be deducted from the price. So for example, let's say a company is selling for 75 naira and they declare 5 naira. So on this day, the stock price will open at 70 naira. So the 5 naira would have been deducted from the share price. So that is the ex-dividend date. Then the payout ratio is the percentage that the company is paying out to shareholders, depending on how much they have. For example, a company can make 10 naira and decide to pay 2 naira out of it. So in that way, we say they are paying 20%. Their payout ratio is 20%. Companies like Baja always pay 90%, and sometimes they even pay all the money to shareholders, and that's what investors really need. But sometimes you need to keep some retained earnings, so to speak. You have to retain some of the money so that you can use it to invest or divest, as the case may be. So we have declaration date. This is the date that the dividends is being declared, for everyone to know how much they are paying, for everyone to know the qualification date, the payment date, and necessary information that we need to know. For those that declare bonus, you also see the bonus and the ratio they are distributing the bonus. So these are some key things you need to know. But before we move on, I just want you to join me and let's cross 100 subscribers. For now, we are 85, and I know with your help, we'll be able to cross 100 and continue to shoot above that. So my name still remains Investor Joe, and this is the Financial Edge, where we talked about how to make money via investment and also through trading. So you can invest in real estate, you can invest in stocks, you can invest in treasury bill, fixed income, and make cool money. So without wasting time, let's jump straight to the first dividend stocks. So the first dividend stocks is actually J. Berger, that is Julius Berger. So Julius Berger, it's one unique stock that has actually done massive run. When I started trading these stocks, we were trading it between 17 and 23 naira. At one point, it moved to 34 before coming back to 20 and 22. And today, the price is actually 123, even though it has gotten to 170 naira. So they announced their earnings and they declared 3 naira 25 kobo. That is to say, if you have 100 shares or you have 100,000 shares, you'll be getting 325,000 naira. So depends on how much you are investing. Don't forget, your dividend yield depends on how much you are bringing to the table. Their qualification date is 30th of May, and we still have time. We are still in the first week of May. So if you're interested in receiving payment from Julius Berger, you have to have these shares on or before 30th of May. So the beautiful thing about it is, even though if you have it in May, just like I said, if you have any uptick, you can still sell. And after you sell, you'll be amazed by 20th of August, you're going to receive your money. I've had similar experience like this. I was going out and I needed to pay for taking tea. I went to take tea, so I needed to pay. Going there, I didn't have much, but I was just wondering how I'm going to pay that fee. I was saying, okay, what's come to worst, I'm going to actually convert some USDT to be able to make payment. So after taking one sip, I continued taking my tea, and before you know it, I received an alert, and I was shocked. And when I looked at it, it was dividends. So these are some kind of dividend that you receive and you did not plan. Because take, for example, if you've qualified 30th of May, you must have forgotten that you'll be expecting money. You must have forgotten. So by the time the money just drop, you'll be shocked. You say, oh, wow, I didn't know I will receive such money. And sometimes these dividends comes when you actually need them. They actually come when you need them. So that is one unique thing about dividend. No matter how big or how small it is, it's always good when you receive them. Money that you didn't stress, so to speak, you didn't stress for, and they just come to make your day. So that is Julius Berger for you. And the registrar you have to reach out to in case you want to get your dividends is GTL. So you download their e-dividend mandate form, or you reach out to me, I send it to you, and you also fill the necessary details like your clearinghouse number, your address, account details that the money has to be paid into, and you submit the form. So once you submit the form, you'll be able to get your dividends at exactly 20th of August. Although you might still get maybe 21st, depending on how they want to do their batch payment and if the system jump your name. I hope it won't jump your name. So that is Julius Berger for you. So this is the number one dividend stocks you can still qualify for in this month of May. The next one is Aradel. So Aradel is a well-run company. They are into oil and gas, and so far they've been giving us impressive results. In fact, I started trading Aradel when it was selling for 3,500, and we traded it until it got to close to 10,000 naira per share before they did 1 for 20, and that make the shares to be available, and the price now slashed to I think 403 something, and the price from that price jumped almost to 1,000 naira before they got listed in the NGS. Before formerly they were traded in the NASD. So when they got listed, it shot almost 800 and something before pulling back to current price. I think right now it's below 500, and I think below 400 is a good entry price, and even at this current price, it's still a good entry price, depending on the percentage you are aiming for. So for you to qualify for these RRD dividends, you have to have these shares before on the 6th. That is, so you have to buy these shares on Monday for you to qualify for the payment of dividends, which is 22 naira. So the payment date is 29th of August 2025. Just like I said, you can see the gap, and that tells you that you might even might escape your mind that you needed money, and you just see this company drop their dividends for you. And because of that distance, you can still get your money back. For example, after the markdown, the possibility of the price shooting up is high. It will cover up for it, and you can sell before that 29th of August, and you get back your capital and still get your profit. The registrar you can work with for you to get your dividends is Coronation. So Coronation will give you can download the form, or you reach out to me. I send you the Coronation form, so you fill it and get your dividends paid into your account. So aside these dividends, you can see that these companies are actually solid company. They are profitable, and they are companies you can look up to. There are people who actually have this company or these shares, their shares in this company, and they are not even selling. They are just after the dividends. So let's move to the number 3. So number 3 is NAHCO. NAHCO is actually paying 5 naira 94 kobo, and NAHCO and Skyway Aviation, they are into handling of aircraft, and I think they are actually enjoying that space because they don't have much competitor there. Just NAHCO and Sky Aviation are the ones getting the money there. So they are companies for you. These are companies you want to also look out to check how you can take position, because they will continue to print numbers. And with the current, should I say, creativity or innovation going on in the aviation industry, you can be sure that this company will continue to make profit. So qualification date for NAHCO is actually 9th of May. So if you have to have these shares before the 9th of May if you want to qualify for NAHCO dividends. So you need to take position before the 9th of May. And the payment date is 23rd of May. So that is the payment date, 23rd of May. So let's see something. So, okay, for example, I have 10 million. On Monday, I will buy these stocks. So if I buy this stock on Monday, I qualify by 6. So on the 7th, I sell, or on the 8th, I sell, and I come here and buy NAHCO. You get the point. So I buy NAHCO, I qualify on the 9th, and I jump to Julius Baja, which is 30th, or I still give space and check other ones that I can still take position. So you see, you have one money and you keep taking position. So imagine the alerts you'll be receiving. So you follow this strategy, you might just be receiving different alerts, and you just be smiling to the bank. So NAHCO registrar is Cardinal Stone. So if you want to get your dividends, if you've not been getting dividends, so you can reach out to me. I send you Cardinal Stone form so that you fill and get it submitted so that you can get your dividends paid into your account. So the next one is Mazad. So Mazad is another one. It's paying 45 kobo. That's the amount they declared. And qualification date is actually 25th of June 2025, and the payment date is 10th of July 2025. So you see, this one, you still have space to take advantage of these particular company's dividends. So I want you to take note of all these slides. You might have your calendar, set everything, put them on the paper, so that you will not miss mouth-watering dividends like this. So qualification date is 25th of June, and payment date is 10th of July. And the registrar to get your dividends is Datamass. So Datamass are the companies that is handling share dealing with Mazad. So this is number 4. So let's jump to number 5. So number 5 is Fitzin. So Fitzin declared 1 naira, and the qualification date is actually 11th of July 2025, and the payment date is 1st of August 2025. So you see, these ones still have room to participate in the dividend of Fitzin, and also their registrar is Meristem. So Meristem is the registrar handling Fitzin shares. So these are some important dates you need to note, you need to put. And if you need the slide, let me know in the comment section, and I'll send you the slide so that you can use it to track your dividends, and you can use it to know when to go in and when to go out, so that you can know what your activity is every month. Because you can see from May, June, July, August, dividends will be following, and your account will be receiving alert from these companies. So First Bank, Firstco also declared 60 kobo, and the qualification date is 12th of May 2025, and payment date is 23rd of May 2025, and the registrar is Meristem. So you want to take advantage of this also, and you want to see how you can make money from this. So these are some few things you need to know, and it's very, very key that you take advantage of this. So in case you are still watching to this very point, I just want you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that I get notified when I post enriching videos like this. So I want us to cross 100 before next week, so that we can continue to fly as I create value and as you get value for watching. So the number 7th one we need to look at is Lafarge. So Lafarge is one unique company. We traded it in a group when it was around 30 before the price skyrocket. So these are some key stocks that sometimes you wonder why you didn't put all your money into. So it made close to 200%, and the price got to, I think, 84 before pulling back. So qualification date, this 4 naira is actually interim. They've actually paid their full year for 2025. So this 4 naira is just for 20. They've paid their full year for 2024. So these dividends is just for 2025. So this is interim dividends. So that is what we have here, 4 naira. So qualification date is actually 9th of May, just like I said. So if you check now, we have like 2 companies that qualification date is 9th. So you can just check the amount. For me, Lafarge is key. So you can go into Lafarge. Or let's check another 9th of May, 12th of May, 11th of May. Okay, NAHCO. So I think NAHCO will be fine. Yeah, I think for me, NAHCO will be fine compared to Lafarge because of the amount. So, and if you check the price, I think Lafarge is at 84. I think NAHCO is around that area also, but you can wait for a pullback and get it below 80. So, and if you still get Lafarge below 80, you can do your calculation. You have all the numbers, all the data with you. You can know which is better. And payment date is 20th of May 2025. And the registrar that is handling it is Cardinal Stone. Just like I said, you can reach out to me if you are confused, or if you don't know how to get your dividends. I'll be glad to also show you, because once you are happy, I'll be happy also. That I'll be able to make someone happy in the investing space. Thank you. So we have Dangote Cement. Dangote Cement is another unique one. You can see it is June, which is next month. So the amount declared is actually 30 naira, and qualification date is 11th of June 2025, and the payment date is 23rd of June 2025, and the registrar is actually Coronation. So if you are in the space, you see that the cement companies, two companies that are two sectors, so to speak, are actually doing well. That almost all the stocks in that sector are doing well. One is the cement industry. So you see Lafarge is doing well, you see Dangote Cement is doing well, you see Boa is doing well. So I don't know if there's another one again, you can tell me. But these 3 companies that are into cement production, they are actually doing well because of the country that we have. So Nigeria is actually going into construction. You can see the coastal road also, and you know the pattern of building now is 100% cement. So you can see the pressure that cement is having now, coupled with some real estate companies also building houses, and the federal government also building houses, individuals also building their houses. So you see the pressure that is being placed on cement. So that is why you see everybody is doing well. Lafarge jumped from loss to positive. Dangote Cement, excellent. BOA excellent. So these are some key things you need to know. Another sector is, okay, maybe when I get there, I'll talk about the sector. Just pay attention. I think that shares is the last share, so I'll talk about that sector also. So this is what I talked about. I talked about BOA. BOA declared 2 naira 5 kobo, and we have the qualification date to be 8th of August. So you still have time. So you can just mark all these dates, and just like I advise, you just write them. You just grab and you pull out. Payment date is 28th of August 2025, and the registrar that is handling it is GTL. So you can reach out to me also. I can help you out on all these. So these are some opportunities that we have in the market. So the last one, which I said is part of the other industry I want to talk about, is Champion. So Champion has an amazing result. So people always drink. Either they are happy, they drink. If they are sorrowful, they drink also. If they're in pain, they drink. They want to forget their pain. So because of all this, it has increased the price. Despite the fact that the price of all these things has been increased because of what these companies told us that they're about to increase their prices. And we think that is a strategic move, and it has actually helped, and we've seen it in their earnings that they are actually doing well. So Champion is one. Another company that is also doing well in this industry is Nigerian Brewery. Nigerian Brewery is also doing well. Another one is International Brewery also. International Brewery is doing excellently well, from 4 naira, and I think the share get to almost 9. So that is almost 100%. So these are some interesting companies that are actually make money in the market. So guys, if you follow me to this point, I want you to drop a comment to let me know which of these companies you'll be buying into, and also let me know if you want me to give this slide so that I can put a link where you can download the slide and use it to track the payment and date of all these companies. So these are the 10 dividend stocks that I want you to pay attention to. So before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also don't forget to come and watch this video also, where I talk about the top 10 dividend stock. You can also see, just to keep yourself up to date and see what is going on and see what I actually predicted and what they also declared. And if you are new to the game, don't forget to come here and watch how to start investing for beginners in 2025. So this video actually gives you a step-by-step process on how you can actually trade the Nigerian market and also the US stock market. So if you are wondering where I get information to analyze companies, you can come here and read earnings report, and here I show you how I actually go about getting these companies. So guys, these are some few updates I just want to show you. So before we call it a day, let's just do some sharp recap so that we'll be able to know what we've covered today. So we talk about Julius Berger. Amount declared is 3 naira 25 kobo. Qualification date is 30th of May, and payment date is 20th of August. Registrar is GTL. We talk about Aradel. Aradel declared 22 naira. Qualification date is 6th of May. Payment date is 29th of August, and registrar is Coronation. And we have NAHCO. NAHCO declared 5 naira 94 kobo, and the qualification date is 9th of May, and payment date is 23rd of May, and the registrar is Cardinal Stone. And we also have Mazad. Mazad declared 45 kobo. Qualification date is 25th of June, and payment date is 11th of July, and registrar is Datamas. We also have Fitting. Fitting declared 1 naira. Qualification date is 11th of July. Payment date is 1st of August, and registrar is Meristem. We also have First Oatco, which is First Bank. The amount declared is 60 kobo. Qualification date is 12th of May, and payment date is 23rd of May, and registrar is Meristem. We also have Lafarge. Lafarge declared 4 naira. Qualification date is 9th of May. Payment date is 20th of May, and registrar is Cardinal Stone. We also have Dangote Cement declared 30 naira. Qualification date is 30th of June, and the payment date is 23rd of June. 23rd of June, and the registrar is Coronation. And we also have Boa Cement. Amount declared is 2 naira 5 kobo. Qualification date is 8th of August. Payment date is 28th of August, and registrar is GTL. And finally, we have Champion declared 6 kobo. Qualification date is 9th of May. Payment date is 21st of May, and registrar is Afriprod. So thank you guys. I really appreciate your time. So dividend investing is another passive income strategy for investors in the NGS market. So thank you so much for watching. Until we see again, keep making money and keep growing wealth without tears. I love you, my friends. Bye.